Hello, happy fuck it Friday. Cheers, guys. So this is my Novacek lager using the Nova lager yeast. It's not clear, funnily enough. It's clearing a little. And I'll explain why now. So I did this in a week. Literally, this was kegged within a week and it's been kegged a week. So this is a whole fortnight, that's all it's been. Since brewing to now drinking it. Taste wise, it's clean, it's crisp. Absolutely no finings used, unsurprisingly. Neither in the boil, fermentation, conditioning, nothing. As I say, it's been just sat in the cheeser for a week now at 5 degrees. So how did I do it? Well, it was a basic Czech Pilsner, straight out of the Bible, straight as it comes, with the Nova Lager yeast strain. Now, having made the beer to the exact recipe that's in the book, using exact ingredients other than the yeast and the protofloc, fermentation was done at 16 degrees for 3 days, then up to 18 degrees for 2 days, and then 2 days crashing. That's it. That's all it had. I wanted to push it. I wanted to push this as kind of a bit more, similar to how I did with the F.I.F yeast. I wanted to see only if I pushed it a bit more than it should be, and this was just one packet. I wanted to push it as much as I felt able to, and possibly get a good beer still to do that. So that's what I did. 3 days at 16 degrees, 2 days at 18 degrees, and then 2 days crashing before then putting in a keg, and it's been in there a week. I finished there at 1008, I think. It's clean, very clean, very crisp. It's got a dry, crisp finish to it. Not like not like my Kolsch did. My Kolsch had quite a rounded finish, not as dry. Didn't leave your mouth as dry. You had a bit of a, almost like a silky residue afterwards drinking that. This you don't. It does dry out in the mouth, like you would expect a lager to do. So it does the job. Aroma wise, not a lot on the aroma. Maybe a touch of earthy, spicy from the SARS, and that's about it. So other than the fact it's cloudy, I made a lager in a week and been drinking it for a week. What can you say? I have now, since then, using the yeast cake from this, brewed in here traditional bock. That's going to be a strong one. That's come out, if it comes out to its final gravity as it should, it'll be about 8%. This is 5.5. This is a 5.5% lager. That will be 8%. And I've changed things up for this. This has had 5 days at 14 degrees. It's now having 3 days. Let me just check. Yeah, 3 days at 18 degrees. Then it will have 3 more days at 3 degrees for the cold crash. And I should say that the cold crash for 2 days, that was at 3 degrees too. 3 degrees as well, sorry. And that's that. That is my journey so far with the Nova Lager yeast, and I have to say, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed, and it wants to brew really, really vigorously. It really ramps the temperature up. This got, when it was set for 16, this got to 16.5 before it kicked in to try and cool it down, and it took a while to cool down. It's bloody vigorous. Reminds me very much of the Quake. Smell wise, when it first came out of the fermenter, I was getting hints of almost bubble gum. I was getting a hint that it was almost like they'd maybe mixed the hybrid was from using something like a Hefeweizen yeast, a wheat beer yeast, because there was a strong bubblegum sort of aroma, almost that banana-y bubblegum combination sort of thing that you get with a wheat beer. Yeah, I'm not sure whether that's fact. I don't know. I'm not cognizant of how they made it, with what yeast they used to do it, but that's the kind of hint I got from it initially as soon as it had fermented out, and I'd transferred and I could smell it in the fermenter. Yeah. I will do this beer again. I'm planning to do more with this yeast. I'm going to buy some more. I'm going to do a whole series of brews with it, because for me, this is a game changer. This is a game changing yeast, like F.I.F was. I'm going to probably be playing around with this for maybe a year now. This will be what I'll be testing things and trying new things with. Playtime beers, like my Kolsch. I want to try that. I want to try that with the Kolsch yeast. I want to try that with the Nova Lager yeast. I want to try ramping the temperature up within like an IPA kind of thing. Biotransformation, or maybe a dry lager. Maybe get some amylase, some proper amylase, and do a super dry Champagne Brut IPA kind of thing. Yeah, it's got a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of things you could do with it, and I'm really excited about it. And I have to say, it sinks bloody quick. What's that? 7 minutes. Not really sure what measurement of this whole garden glass is. Maybe I'm going to have another one, because that really went down rather well. Other brew wise, the Carry On Up the Gesture, which was meant to version 2, which is meant to be like a vacant gesture, but I've gone overboard with the hops and the dry hop and chucked absolutely tons in. I have to say, aroma wise, it's fantastic, really fruity, really nice, but I'm not convinced by. I think I've oxidized it, because I'm starting to get it's constantly look like it's going to go brown, and yet it doesn't. But I'll pour a little bit off. I also get a feeling that it's I don't know if I did, but whether I'm thinking about it is making me think that I can taste it. But I thought I could taste it. I touched the wet cardboard last I had it, but look. Oh, it's like a bright orange, but it almost looks like it's going to turn brown. But it seems to have been that colour all the way through. It's not like a light orange. This is a dark amber, almost marmalade-y colour. And I say, on the aroma, this is fantastic. Absolutely banging. Real juicy, fruity. Makes my mouth water, just like juicy fruits, or starburst, however you want to call them. Although I think they're going to recalling them juicy fruits, aren't they? I think they've re-released them as juicy fruits. I hope so. I used to like them. It tastes exactly the same as starburst, I guess, but it just makes it easy for me to try and remember the bloody name. That's all. Yeah, having digressed there. That's offers a lot on the aroma and gives a lot of promise. On the taste, actually, that does give a nice taste. I mean, both beers are well carbonated, and I'll come back to something about that in a minute. Yeah. Now, this has got Galaxy in, and I know a lot of people find Galaxy quite aggressive, quite highly bitter in, and I will agree with that, because I thought the aggressive bitterness was possibly oxidation, caused by oxidation. So that's what started me thinking along the oxidation. That and the colour, which hasn't changed. It has always looked like that, but I keep thinking it's getting browner, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be yet. And it's been in the keg a good 2 weeks now at least, which is a long time for me. Yeah, that, it just falls short at the end. It just falls. It's a bit thin, because it's only 4.9. It's a 4.9% vacant gesture, so it's meant to be light, easy drinking. But I hopped it as if it was a juicy juice bomb, and the aroma gives you that sensation that you're gonna get that, and then it fails because it doesn't. So there, I've learned a lesson. If you're gonna do a juice bomb, do a fucking juice bomb. Otherwise, do a light beer, or let a summery beer, light Armo beer. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to have a shit ton of hops in it to be a light summery beer. I mean, if you want to do a massive hot bomb, juicy, fruity thing, make it have the bit of body, bit of feel about it, and a bit of bite. And when I mean bite, I don't mean just bitterness. I mean a bit of bite, as in maybe a touch of sharpness about it that you get, like when you drink orange juice, literally orange juice, you get that sharp bite on it, but it's thick, it's juicy, but it's got a bit of bite there. I need to get a bit of that into that. So that's okay. It's not great. It's not a brilliant beer, but it's drinkable. However, yeah. So back to like this and that. Head retention and carbonation. Now, I'm coming at this from a second-hand position, and that is that I believe somebody else told Rusty about this, and he's said it, and so I've got it that someone else. I'm trying to think. Clive from Cutter's Choice. Clive at Cutter's Choice. I believe he'd said that using Protafloc and such helps, doesn't help, but stops head retention happening as well. You don't get as good a foamy head. Now, I've run out of Protafloc for the last couple of months, so I haven't been using it, but I've been brewing, and I have to say I agree that I had noticed that I had really good small bubble head retention on the beers I've been making, and I just thought I'd got my setup right. It may, however, be that Clive is right. Clive, it is Cutter's Choice, isn't it? Cutter's. You know, Clive. Everyone knows Big Clive. You know who I mean. My darlings. My darlings, yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, I bet they're down south boy. Mates with Graham. At Hapless. His bar is the Pheasant Flag, I think. Do you know? I haven't seen much of his videos for a long time, and I know he hasn't put them up, and so I haven't seen him. So I should know him more than I do, name wise. I should remember to say it, and I feel embarrassed that I don't, because I'm absolutely shit with names. Anyway, I'll be honest, I really am shit with names. I could spend 10 minutes trying to shout my son getting the names wrong. Thankfully, I don't do that with a wife because she stab me. That name is in here to self-preservation more than anything. I think self-preservation. That I remember her name every time. Honestly, I love her. But there you go. Here we are. Yes, we're up to 15 minutes now. It's Friday. Get your freaking beers on. Get your lips around a couple of cold ones. Enjoy the weekend. I've got a busy weekend this weekend. I've got to drive down to Oxford tomorrow and set off about lunchtime. It's about 4.5 hours, 5-hour drive. Have something to eat and sleep over, because in the morning Dylan, my eldest, he has his offers viewing, so at Worcester College. So he's going to see Worcester College and the such. Quite a lot of it is just for the offer holders only. Parents are jettisoned away and have to go and do whatever. So I might have a look at the Ashmolean and wander around. It's been a while since I've been in Oxford, so it'll be nice to have a look around, see what's changed. It's probably been 2001 since the last I was there, so that's 20 odd years. Fucking hell, time flies, doesn't it? So it's been 20 odd years since I've been to Oxford, so it'll be interesting to see how a city that's had a university since about 1300. Interesting fact. There have been colleges at Oxford. There was a college at Oxford before the Aztec Empire. There you go. There's a shite fact for the day. Anyway, so yeah, I've got to drive down to Oxford tomorrow, drive back Sunday later, so there'll be no boozing and partying and drinking from me. And tonight, obviously, I have to take it a little bit easy because it's quite a long drive, 5 hours, 4.5 to 5 hours. But I'll be, if anyone's about, want to meet up in Oxford, daytime, I'll be a lonely old man wandering about, not really knowing what to do with himself. Can't have a beer, have a coffee or two maybe not too many, wander around the old bookshop. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loose end, really am, because I'm not allowed to do a lot of the things at the college while he's viewing things, just because it's for offer holders only. Offer holders. Well, I am older. I haven't got an offer. Anyway, 18 minutes. It's look forward to more, not more of this one, but more Nova Lager content. Only because I'm really excited for it. I really am. I know everyone's been putting up of the one way or another game changer and that, and I agree fully. Pardon me. Dickie's got a video coming out shortly, speaking with one of the guys at Lallemond who worked on the Nova Lager yeast. He's still to brew with it, I believe. But yes, this for me is now a yeast to try. Try it. Just try it. Give it a go. What's going to go wrong? You're just going to have a beer. If you don't like it, I don't know what you're going to do. Pour it. Why? Why would you pour it? No, I mean, really bad beer, yeah, if it's fucked up. But this, it's a lager. I could charge maybe £8-9 for this. Call it an unfiltered lager. Hey, because it is good. It is good. It is. Do I drink this better than I would say at Foster's, etc.? Bloody, of course I would. And that's just using the basic Czech Pilsner recipe. I will eventually settle down to sort of recipe for myself that I like using this. I'm obviously thinking something on the lines of, say, cerveza, with, the kind of thing where you put the lime in the top, but I'm not going to put the lime in. I'm going to put the lime into the beer using hops. Just a little touch. Maybe a touch of... See, the Sabro Kolsch was really nice. That was an absolute cracker of a beer. With a bit more sunshine, I'd have been like in my element. And you might have noticed I'm a little bit of a brown in it and a tinge of sunshine there, because the last couple of days it's been absolutely relentless with the sun. Not a cloud in the sky. Today it's back to clouds, but last 2 days absolutely no clouds, and I got burnt yesterday sitting in the sun, walking about and such. Yes. We're done. I'm done. It's 20 minutes. I don't want to bore you any further. Thanks for watching, and there will be more. I might do a couple of grain to glass videos. I did one, I know it was what it was. It was just a quick grain to glass to do the 28-day challenge. Was well received, so I may do some more. That, I'm going to start again now, aren't I? So that was using just my phone. I know malt miller guy, I can't remember his name and I feel embarrassed again. See, I know I read it all and yeah, you know what I mean. I saw his post about he'd done it and he'd spent maybe 20 odd quid using his phone and bought an app that was for editing. I've done the same, but a different app. But I'd already bought it like maybe a year, 2 years ago, for my phone, just messing about. It was only like a tenner, something like that. And I did start to mess about with it, and that's what I did that video using that app. I need to remember, if I'm recording with a phone, it wants to be in landscape, so you get the full picture rather than that half cut with the blurred sections. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work, does it? So I will sort that out, and I will do a couple of grain to glasses this year. I really will. I intend to do that, and a bit more content rather than just the chatting and blathering about beer and such, which I will still do probably. There's no reason why not. Right, I think that is definitely it. I'm going to press stop now, so you can, if you've got this far, thanks for watching, and I will definitely catch you in the next one. Cheers.